Welcome back, everybody. In this video, we're going to be diving into AWS monitoring, troubleshooting, and audit, which will help us understand how AWS helps you track performance, prevent issues, and stay compliant. So why does monitoring matter? When it comes to cloud applications, users only care if things work fast, smooth, and without interruption. Monitoring helps detect latency, outages, and performance issues before they can impact users. It's also about cost efficiency, identifying trends, and learning from incidents so systems can improve over time. So here's a few key AWS monitoring tools. The few tools are CloudWatch, which is for real-time monitoring and alerting. X-Ray is for tracing and troubleshooting distributed applications. And then CloudTrail, which is auditing API calls and user actions. Each plays a different role in keeping your AWS environment healthy and secure. Here's a quick overview on CloudWatch. CloudWatch is a service in AWS that will collect metrics, logs, events, and you can set alarms. It tracks key performance indicators, stores log data, sends alerts, and lets you visualize trends through dashboards. So let's go over some metrics and detailed monitoring. Every AWS service publishes metrics. A metric is just a variable you monitor, for example, CPU utilization or network traffic. You can also enable detailed monitoring to get EC2 metrics every 1 minute instead of 5. That's ideal for auto-scaling groups that need to react faster. The free tier gives you 10 detailed metrics at no extra cost. Now we have custom metrics. You can create custom metrics using the put metric data API call. For example, tracking memory usage, disk space, or logged in users. CloudWatch supports standard, which is 1 minute, and high resolution metrics as frequent as every 10 seconds for higher precision. Now let's go into CloudWatch logs. Logs are grouped into log groups and log streams representing applications or instances. You can forward these logs into S3, Kinesis, Lambda, or OpenSearch for some deeper analysis. Logs are encrypted by default, and you can even add your own KMS keys for extra security. Sources include EC2 agents, ECS containers, Lambda functions, VPC flow logs, and more. CloudWatch logs, and insights, and subscriptions. With CloudWatch logs insights, you can search and query your logs. For example, count how many error messages appear in one day. You can also stream logs in real time using log subscriptions, sending data to Kinesis or Lambda for processing. Then we have alarms and synthetics. Alarms can trigger actions when metrics go out of range. They can stop or reboot EC2 instances, trigger auto-scaling, or notify via SNS. You can even create composite alarms to combine multiple conditions and reduce noise. Then there's CloudWatch synthetic canaries, automated scripts that simulate user activity. They can test APIs or websites regularly to detect issues before real users notice. And then you can even record your actions using the Canary recorder and replay them automatically. And we have EventBridge. EventBridge lets you react to AWS events automatically. Think of it as a smart event bus that triggers Lambda functions, sends notifications, or runs scheduled jobs. It even includes the schema registry and cross-account event sharing, useful for complex multi-account setups. Next, we have AWS X-Ray. It's your go-to tool for troubleshooting application performance and debugging distributed microservices. It gives you an end-to-end trace of every request showing latency, dependencies, and errors across your services. So how does it work? AWS X-Ray integrates with Lambda, ECS, EC2, Beanstalk, and more. It works by collecting segments and subsegments of requests to create a complete trace. You can add annotations and metadata for filtering and analysis, and it's secure too using IAM for access control and KMS for encryption. Next, let's go over enabling X-Ray. To enable it, you're going to add the X-Ray SDK to your app, run the X-Ray daemon, or let AWS services handle that automatically, and ensure your IAM role allows for X-Ray writes. AWS also offers the AWS distro for OpenTelemetry, which supports X-Ray plus open source telemetry tools like Prometheus, great for multi-platform observability. Now we have AWS CloudTrail. While CloudWatch and X-Ray may help you monitor performance, CloudTrail focuses on security and governance. It records every API call made by users, applications, and even AWS services. You can see who did what, when, and from where. This is crucial for audits and incident response. And we have event types and insights. CloudTrail tracks both management events like creating IAM roles or VPCs and data events like reading or deleting S3 objects. With CloudTrail Insights, AWS automatically detects unusual activity like a spike in IAM changes or API calls. Events are stored for 90 days by default, but you can export them to S3 for long-term retention and then query them with Athena. So we're going to go over a little comparison. So CloudTrail is for auditing and security. It tracks who did what. CloudWatch is for performance monitoring. It tracks how things are running. And then X-Ray is for tracing and troubleshooting, and it tracks why things happen. Together, these tools give you a complete visibility from high-level performance metrics down to the individual API call that caused an issue. Monitoring isn't just about reacting, it's about anticipating, learning, and improving. By combining CloudWatch, X-Ray, and CloudTrail, AWS helps you build systems that are not just scalable, but reliable, auditable, and resilient. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more AWS videos.